You have
Okay.
two perfect spots to fill right
You're born ready for this game.
This is what it all led to. Anyway,
Oh,
yeah,
Fuji
he
Man's in
does
the
something
background.
like that, I
Or do
guess.
this one. Ignore that it's clearly fetish
Oh,
art.
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
I hate
Very
the smirk.
polite.
Yeah,
It's one of
June
those.
June is surprised with the tenacity with which she is gripped, but has just an animal-like hatred in her eyes, and she's like lurching forward. But I lost by 4. She can't budge an inch.
I'll
June's
just
sighs
say,
finally coming into play.
Yeah.
calm yourself. There's no reason to draw mantle.
If I hear one more fucking person have to fucking describe killing someone I love, I swear on the 6 gods, I will put you so far underground, Garamo won't find you.
Peter will, oh man, how do you pacify someone? How do you try to ease their brain? That's empathy?
Usually, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess I'll just try some. I don't know. You roll
Actually, you
against
know what?
that.
I'll roll that with what I just said too, I guess. If
Yeah.
I'm able to. I don't know. I kind of took my turn doing the to do. I don't
You
know.
can, so you succeed with style, you'd have a +2 to doing something to me, but it'd have to be your own roll.
Yeah, I'll just add that to what I said about not needing to kill anybody right now.
Dope. Well, she's feral for a moment, and she rides around for a bit, and starts to catch her breath.
Peter will put a hand on her shoulder as she's sort of relaxed and say, June, easy.
Everything that I do with people like this in mind. I get so fucking angry when I face people like this.
Are there Enochian soldiers in here yet?
I was gonna say that you were gonna summon them after this.
Peter might summon them now.
Maybe we made the
These
call.
guys.
Yeah, you called for them already.
If it's
Yeah.
a pertinent thing we called, they're flooding in.
Okay.
Peter
Yeah.
Peter would wave them in to remove Hoodoo and Amber. He'll give a lingering look to Hoodoo.
Amber's gonna grill Leighton as she's taken away.
Peter will he'll kind of try to soothe June and say, I'm sure he was just trying to get a rise out of you. Peter said, look, I'm fine.
She's her body language relaxes as the criminal element are removed from the room, and once Hoodoo's removed and presumably Noldrin lets up, she whips herself out of the grasp and straightens her coat and hair immediately as subordinates present themselves.
Yeah. We'll give. I'm hesitant to introduce a named character this late in the night, and also when we're about to change spaces. So we'll just have we'll put this guy in charge.
That's
One
right,
shot,
it's
yeah.
me, Plidinskistan. Plidinskistan, thank God you're here.
Suppose
Bet you want to know about my story.
Yeah, why don't you tell us, dude?
Everybody sits. Well, but yeah, this captain will approach and he'll give you a salute. He'll say, "Commander."
Presuming we got the names of the other 3, she says, "These are all the people to detain. They're under arrest for conspiracy. The rest of the workers are innocent. They keep the jobs, but we're claiming this as Republic. We need a trusted foreman appointed by Gora to stand guard here."
Let's say we'll send word to Paradise right away. Let's say for now, mines shut down to the outside. Workers will know that they're not relieved of their positions. There's going to be some changes in management.
June's gonna kind of stare a bit dead-eyed outward and say, "No. Get them to harvest. I'm gonna give... I spent some time with Gora. I've learned about measurements and stuff. I want to mine 1 ammo production shipment of blasphemy.
Sure.
Damn.
Also, she wants a box mind for herself of about, I don't know, 20 kilos? I don't know measurements
Sure.
of things.
Sure. He'll say, of course, I'll pass that along.
Keep it under the hat. Keep it limited amount of workers. But they're not done here.
He'll nod to that and he'll say, can I have a medic look at you and your team?
You may.
He'll kind of whistle for this graphite who'll trundle over.
He trips on a fucking podium and knocks everything in.
And let's see, he'll take a look at you. Take a look at you there, Jim. What do you got? You got a mild. And you got a...
Moderate.
Moderate, Jesus Christ. Me still thinking there's like one called a small.
I have a venti consequence on me.
I can't make this up. You rolled a 2 and a 4.
Do-
In that order. This is just enough. Those are just enough rolls.
This buddy pimp walks up and just bop bop bop. You're all done, ma'am.
He just... Oh god, I don't remember. It's the fucking... and it was used as the template for BJ Malone, but it's the one scene in American Dad that still makes me laugh 10 years later, where a fucking alligator like pimp walks over. And that's this guy right here just walking over so smooth and just fucking lays it down.
She'll flex her hand and just stretch her elbow out a bit and say, "That's good work." And then intimidatingly, she's gonna look him in the eye and say, "What's your name?"
He'll say, Chalk, ma'am.
Gonna give a long stare and then go, and then that's enough praise.
He'll let's see. Is anybody else hurt? Cleo's
No,
hurt.
just me. You can leave now.
Get away! Don't touch them.
I'm mending from my fucking fight with Hoodoo, but I'm good to go otherwise.
I'm always hurt, but that's really just my thing.
That's true. Yeah, he cures you.
That's my thing.
I just tear Sean's high concept away from him, like, and you're cured.
He rolls an A, just heals the ash feather plague.
Sounds like what?
What the fuck?
That is an actual, like, I could see that in a fucking D&D campaign.
my
It takes
God.
away someone's, like, really interesting story aspect.
No,
Kill
there's
them,
a
dude.
spell to just remove curses, so you don't have to have that.
That's gone. You're good.
Oh, have you ever tried this potion? Try this one right here.
Yeah, try this potion.
Why don't you like my story? I gave you everything you wanted.
Yes. I'm so mad at it because I know that it would be. Yeah, nobody else needs mending. Can you treat an already mending to make it go away? Is that how that works?
No, I think it's just time.
It just takes. Oh, go ahead, Declan.
I went,
Yeah.
Alright. He's just gonna kind of grill you for a second, put his hands in his pockets, turn on one heel, and walk away.
Mhm.
And then he just jumps right off the edge.
He's gonna do finger guns at everyone. See you later, sluts. Woo!
Goodbye, retards. So you treated, and you got Flint over here with you.
Take us in tunnels.
All right. He's just gonna look at all of you so sorrowfully, and he's just gonna say, I'm sorry.
Flint, the words are good, but it's going to take a lot more than that.
Yeah. You all ready?
June refuses to speak, or she'll belch flame
nice.
at him.
Peter will look at June and kind of catching that drift, say, "Yes, lead us into the tunnels."
All right.
He'll say, "And please understand, this is your last chance."
Let's see if I can.
Closest thing to a threat. Peter roll over.
The nicest threat.
I'll be
The
very
most
cross.
kind threat. I'll be really upset. Are you setting up a map?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna mute us for just a sec.
Okay.
Let's all say what we honestly think about them now here in this little break.
Yes.
Juliet.
Juliet, you start. Okay, not what I was thinking, but I mean, I still kind of like it. In fact, I like this more than anything else you could have done with it.
She doesn't even have anything. Oh, you mean that? You fixed him. He's not being threatened anymore.
This is the before image. Moment before.
My boy Swole over here.
Damn, you've been hitting the gym too much, Gregory.
Every day's arm day.
That's right, man. That's Sam.
I think the other guy stretched him out.
This is him. This is Nelson.
And
talking about.
he's full Nelson. Let me tell you.
Oh, Christ.
The accident left me a wreck. I'm full Nelson.
This guy is like he got post-wrecked by Ralph. His head's just part of his body.
It's like in every cartoon where they hit them with a big fist and their head goes into their shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, we're back.
Alright. So, this music is... When I wrote this down, I didn't remember it being so romantic. That's,
It's kind of somber. Oh my god. Good, Declan. Big energy.
I'll take this music as long as we don't. If the track you pick instead isn't the same one we've heard about 30 times this cavern.
No, it's not very high octane. I've got a few different ones, but I remembered this being spookier. But I do kind of like the whimsy of it. I think that's why I wrote it down, because it's kind of it's almost like.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want to hear that one same song for the 19th time?
Remember how everyone was very patient, but then eventually grew sick of the Amun Pox plinking piano one, and it became a joke? It's how over fucking wrought that was in the jungles. And I got really self-conscious, like, oh boy, I really expended this one.
It's that now. So Flint takes you down past the deepest mine shaft into just sort of the throat of this operation, in this kind of this dimly lit sort of dark blue cavern, stalagmites and stalactites adorn you. There's no real path. It's just kind of worn stone beneath your feet. As you go down into the mouth of the cave, bring you down to the next one below. You hear the sound of running water, and Flint will sort of approach it, and he'll say, "Hope you all can swim."
June
graphite
swallows nervously.
Can any graphite swim? I want to.
Not
Okay.
really. You're
They can
just
walk.
kind of pulled by the water.
Yeah, perfect.
Peter's gonna look at the lightest members of the troop and say, you need to be... Do you...
I don't need anything. Jasper, it'll be fine. And she just like is already trying to coddle him, and he's just like, I don't do water. I don't swim. None of us swim. We're not supposed to be in there.
I'm gonna pick Jasper up and walk in.
Amazing. No! Yes.
You can't do this to me!
That's one way to do it.
The twins, the splits will approach. They're just going to kind of look at Flynn. And they're just going to jump in and sink immediately.
Oh, no.
Peter's gonna look at Fuji and say, you wanna go next?
Just follow them, dear. You'll be okay.
Fuji gets in, and then do diamonds float on water?
No,
No,
They
stay.
weigh like you do.
Ask me
Yeah.
after my next regular bath that I take.
I think Fuji's just gonna lay flat on his back and float.
Plunge into darkness.
And he's gonna be kind of like a kid where it's high. He's
What?
kind of freaking out. You know, like when they put their shoulders up, like way up
Oh,
their
yeah,
neck.
yeah.
'cause
Yes,
they're,
I
like,
did,
scared.
but you blanked out. You gotta. I've noticed this the past 100 sessions. I think you need like a router restart in your house. You're spotty.
Okay.
You ever do that? I mean, you don't need it right now. We can always
No.
understand you, but it's consistently kind of below average.
That's annoying.
Yeah. It's probably also easy to get an Ethernet cable. That is long enough.
Out of my room into
Yeah.
the main room.
They make them really long.
Oh.
It's
That
not
is
urgent
nice.
now. You just occasionally drop syllables. You've been 99% comprehensible.
Mm-hmm.
I am disappointed, but like it's not ruining.
We shouldn't talk about it anymore. It's fine.
I don't want to fight in front of everyone.
Who's next in the pool?
Cleo, take right after him.
All right.
Noldred's gonna wait. Yeah, in fact, is there any other way? Is this the only way?
First of all, who has the torch right now?
I do.
Peter's got it.
Pete.
Okay. You could try to notice for another way.
Okay.
My
That's
torch.
I'm gonna have Leighton call out to you and echoing through the chamber say, "Give us some light, Pete."
He's like, oh, right, and he'll flip it up. What do I do with this thing?
It has 3 charges, so you can blow one and it will illuminate, giving everyone in the zone a +1 to notice.
Yep.
All right. Peter will he'll use one of the charges here, and he'll kind of hold it up and turn it on, and be blinded by looking directly at it, and then look away like, oh,
All right. That
I don't know what I
will-
expected.
That'll boost Noldren's notice roll. We'll say that it came in after that to a 2. Which you will realize, Noldren, that this pool of water is going to end in a pretty sharp waterfall up ahead. So you have the ability to try to climb down the side, and Flint will call to you and he'll say, you try to climb down if you want, but trust me, water's safer. I mean, I recognize that my body's made of stone, but the pool down there's deep and clear. It's frightening, don't get me wrong, you might get bumped up on the way down, but at least then you're not falling directly into the rocks on the side.
Noldren will nod, but he'll say, I appreciate it, but my condition makes submerging myself not beneficial. So he'll...
Peter will, before he goes, he's going to offer the torch to Noldren. He'll say, here, if you're going to climb, you're going to want some light.
Yeah, he'll take it. Thank you. I'll meet you down there.
Peter will nod, give him like a little finger salute, and then he's going to go ahead and jump in the water.
Cammy's going to stay behind, and she'll say, Noldren, I want to go with you.
What?
Oh.
Peter
Hey,
turns around, like, ooh.
It would be best if you did not.
I know, but listen, you're very strong, but if it's more dangerous, you should have somebody spotting. And I'm a good lookout.
I would insist against it.
If you really want to keep her from going with you, you have to give me a provoke. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well,
Without
Fast and
hesitation,
answered.
he pulled a fucking Glock on her and get
Get in the water!
You're not coming with me.
get in the water.
Get in the ball, bird. She'll look to you and she'll say, okay, just be safe. She cannonball in, big sploosh. edge. Everybody's having fun.
Just ruffling her feathers.
Yeah, immediately.
Takes
It's
a bird
immediately
bath.
bird bath thing. Yeah.
Making a huge mess. I was like, Cammy!
All right. So for the rest of you, roll physique.
What? This wasn't part of the deal.
You said it'd be okay.
You said we were gonna be fine. Oh Jesus Christ!
Wow.
All right, don't worry, guys. Nobody.
Oh no!
Oh boy! All right.
Oh no.
I didn't think that I'd die like this.
It's
That's
fine.
done a fucking one.
Everybody else is totally fucking fine except for the troop that will take 2 stress. As you go over the edge, you are the only one to get kind of bumped along the rocks through the sides as everybody else plunges down into a crystal clear pool. Fuji, as you submerge, it's good that you're not scratching yourself on the edges because you notice that the rocks in here, like just the jagged shore, are lined with just points of diamond.
Fuji tenses up a lot.
He can be killed.
Fuji
Kind of-
screams
kind
in
of.
diamond.
Flops around a bit.
Noldrin, give me 2 athletics rolls.
Alright.
Wow.
That could be better.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. So you will only take 2 damage as well as you go down. The
Okay.
first part of it, you will slide kind of falling a ways before catching yourself and being able to make the rest of the way down.
Alright. Yeah, he'll shimmy on down and then adjust himself. And join up with everyone.
Flint will kind of start wading through the water, which you guys will, well, I guess for everybody else, you'll sort of swim to the edge at one point. You'll just see the graphite start to emerge as the floor gets shallower, as they start walking from the waist up. And you come to basically a forking path here. And since you have Flint with you, he'll say, path on the right, we're more likely to run into screamers. Fairly nasty monstro. Path on the left, we'll probably avoid them, but the reason for that is that the terrain is going to be so rough navigating through it. Choice is yours.
Do I know what screamers are?
You can roll lore.
Sure can. Roll a 0 lore. Peter's like, I go on adventures.
I met people who scream. I just tell them to be quiet.
Yeah, you just tell him to shut it down.
Jesus.
I've not heard of these screamers.
I don't think Peter knows the colloquial.
Yeah, without a 2, you guys don't know what he's talking about.
Could we do contacts? Could I try contacts? If
I
it's
would
something you
take,
would have heard about.
I would take contacts.
Do I know any screamers?
Yes.
Did we technically rest?
Okay. Yes, we rested. I'm sorry. This is
Oh,
not
okay.
the same. Yeah, nobody's taking consequences yet from this.
Did we rest, or did we just heal?
Like
We-
fate point refresh.
We healed. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think this was a full
I didn't think
rest.
so
I'm
either. I
sorry.
just need to be sure.
We went right there.
Yeah. So what are screamers with the contacts of 4?
All right, screamers are these things.
Oh Jesus.
It's somewhere between a baboon and a warthog. And they get their name from the fact that they just shriek. They have very large maws full of teeth. Very, very powerful jaws. You would have probably seen them because they sort of tend to find themselves in subterranean elements. They seem to fucking love the sound of their own echoing cries.
It's a whole genre of music.
Yeah.
Don't get it.
They're pretty nasty though, especially in a group.
So you got screamers on one side, and what's the other one? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Just really
Bad
rough terrain.
Okay. Jasper will pipe up and say, "Screamers." That's bad news. Especially if you don't want the Chiropteran to know that we're coming. My vote, we take the long way.
Flint will defer to the two government officials.
Peter will say, I agree.
Left it is. And he'll lead you down.
The one you chose is perfect, Sean. I love it.
God. Alright. That's good for time too, anyway. So reconcile more conflict. Flint leads you into a large chamber, and there are tons of just very fragile looking, very heavy stalactites hanging from the ceiling. Kind of just blends with the ground of them. And Flint will say, carefully you slide through these places, or slide through these fixtures. You prevent the ones from on top from falling down on you. I was going to say, tougher for the graphites, but you humans might be sneaky enough.
Does it look like these are diamond tipped?
You know, kind of everything sort of is. There's everything's just sort of diamond studded down here.
I was really hoping we could just have Fuji run through it.
Oh, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe, like, I could go through first and try to create an advantage for one of the graphites by, like, trying to scope it out.
Is it athletics? Is that kind of what you've set up for
I
us?
was going to say, probably
Yeah.
athletics. I would even take burglary for moving kind of carefully.
Yeah, let's try creating some advantages for this.
Yeah.
Peter, you want to go first? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, if I could create a notice advantage, but I sort of wanted to be through it first.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna start moving.
Okay. With a 4, Peter, you will not knock anything down.
Right. So Peter he'll lead, kind of slinking on through, getting to the other side, so we can get an idea of how to guide them.
June is going to match the challenge.
A complication. So what happens?
Yeah, I guess it'll knock some things down and maybe start a little bit of a chain where things are falling easier.
All right, the easy path's cut off. What do you see over there, Pete?
Let's see what I see over here with my... June, do you have any notice?
Yeah.
What's your notice?
2.
Well, then maybe I should assist you.
All
Did you
right.
say ISIS?
I
Send a man to do a woman's work.
did. So Peter starts kind of like weaving his head, trying to take a look at paths, presumably with June.
That'll create one advantage. You spy one safe path.
So I guess Peter will say, it looks like if you come at it from the left over here, that's the widest gap. This is easiest for the graphites.
Flake will say, the troop should go. Cleo's hurt.
And I'm also the smallest. No, I think one of you two should go. Or 3, sorry. She refers to the twins and Fuji.
They'll look to Fuji and they'll say, why don't you take this one, kid?
Oh, I don't know.
Peter will say, come on, Fuge, it'll be easy. I'll guide you through.
Okay.
All right, Fuge, give it an athletics with a +2.
Hold up. What the fuck does my gear do again? I don't remember if I can only make social advantages.
Gonna try to pump him up.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna try to roll rapport. See if I can't make an advantage for Fujolt here,
Okay.
based on a line that I just remembered. Wow. Jesus. -3. Would a 3 do it?
Yes, and you're gonna want to, because if you're creating an advantage, you're gonna discourage Fuji if
Yeah.
it fails.
Hey, Fuji. Yeah? Eat
You
ass.
suck.
Alright, I'm gonna tap my 4th aspect. I'm inspiring.
Okay.
And I'll make that a 3, so I'm not gonna re-roll it because that could go terribly wrong.
What do you say to this boy?
Peter will say, you know, my great uncle used to say that the only time that you can be brave is when you're scared. Because you've got this.
All right, I can do it. And then I have a +4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we
Wow.
go.
Fuji, you just pitch your arms forward and you swan dive horizontally onto the other side.
Now, question. That's a success with style. Is there any way we can make this work for somebody else?
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could I just carry someone on my back?
I was either thinking that, or you're able to kind of break through like some
Mhm.
chunks on the ground and kind of make another +2 path for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a helping hand. Looks like he's looking after you too. Twins, why don't you?
The splits will look and they'll say, why don't we all go together?
Oh, you're gonna take my hand and walk me through?
It's going to immediately break
Hold
eye
my hand.
contact. And they're going to say, why, it hurts. We're strong.
Yeah, if it makes you feel safe, okay.
So we'll do a group for the twos of you.
I have an athletics of 4.
Alright. Well, if you got a 4, then why don't you let them give you a... Oh, this is one of their stunts. They give you a +2.
Okay.
Jasper's actually with Jude, isn't he?
Yeah, it's
Jasper
June
is
currently.
drowning.
Thank goodness for that.
We just cut to fucking Jasper swirling around silently, still in the pool under the waterfall.
She's like, oops.
There's no way for him to surface. It's too intense.
He's left there forever.
He's
Oh
just
no!
eroding.
He's a pebble by the time he gets out.
No!
This is going to be another success with Stilo.
Yeah, we're
All right.
making it happen.
So, let's see. I feel like Neldrin is probably going to want to go last, being Neldrin.
Yeah.
So Cammy will take this one. Let's see. Alright, good that she had the +2. But on the other side, she's going to try to spy. She's going to try to make a notice advantage for Mr. Neldrin. Gross. She will create... she will create one, and she'll say... Meldrin's, try to stick to the inside path. It seems like most of the breakage is going to be outside of that.
Oh, he'll know that.
And give me an athletics with a +2.
Good.
Nice.
Nice. That just leaves Flint. He's like,
Who died?
all right, you probably want to make a bunch of advantages for me, huh? All right, I won't stop you. Y'all take
Bring them on in.
do-si-do at the table, too? Yeah, he's going to take 2 stress. As
Oh, no.
he knows the path, but it's definitely been a little bit beat up. Finally, some stuff will start to fall, and I think with the somber music, there's just a shot of this man and the mistakes that he's made as the cave just kind of starts coming down on him.
It's like caves in on him and is in slow
Yes.
motion with mournful music. He's crushed to death. We all casually
Really?
watch on as just the Ave Maria plays over him being compressed to death.
And we go to help him. He's like, "No, I deserve this."
Flint will lead you forward, and he's gonna say, "All right, this up here's it." He's gonna say, "I've never descended down past this part, but I know once we drop in, we're down there." He's gonna say, "I don't know if I can get you guys back up. You understand?"
I look at graphites.
Sorry, I was just saying something. Jasper and Cleo will just both say, "We'll find a way back. We always do."
Now, this is a pretty steady drop down. So, I'm looking at our... So we only have a 2 left as far as our craft stuff goes.
We gotta go back to town.
Go ahead. What was the empathy for that there?
Real quick, just want to make sure this guy isn't fucking us over. Just like one last bit of due diligence that he's being honest.
Yes. So, fortunately, with a 5, you are able to success with style confirm that he is 100%. This isn't a trap.
Okay, just kind of nod towards both Peter and June to give them the affirmative.
I'm not that good of a writer. I'd be like sweating the entire time. You'd hear my hands shaking, excited as you get close to the trap.
Just look over the edge.
I've been bricked. So I'm thinking a craft's advantage might be kind of essential here to get you guys to drop. I mean, dropping all the way would be death, so it's not like we're going to do that. But we're probably going to want to try to rope together and rappel down.
I'm gonna use my coat cape as a parachute.
Oh, okay.
Aim for the bushes. I want there to be a tiny tink against Fuji's leg. Just a little like tap against your diamond exterior.
Fuji's gonna jump a little bit, and then he's gonna be like, "Huh? Oh, yes."
Hey, be careful. And it's Leighton down there with a little wrench. And she's gonna look down and say, "They're gonna need our help to get through this one."
Oh, yeah, thanks. Me too.
They're gonna need our help. Do you think you could help me? I'm asking for it. I won't get angry this time.
Oh.
He's gonna very visually perk up. He's gonna be like, "Oh, yeah, I can help."
All right. Well, what idea you got? And I want to give a +2 to whatever idea Fuji comes up with. She'll be pairing up with him.
Fuji's like, I've got nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, I, Juliet, don't know.
It was repel system, right? He said. So.
Yeah, you've got a +2 consumable to go through, and then you've got your +2 from Leighton, so you can pretty much roll crafts with a +4.
You just get like
Okay.
a rope and pulley system, like we could lower someone down or something.
Yeah, I think because I think I decided that Fuji worked in like a sort of mining town, so he's probably used to stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It looks like
Wow. Good on you, Fuji. You're like, I have just the thing.
So the shot that I imagine is you're all sort of, strapped in together, kind of clipped, I think is the word I was looking for, clipped together.
Mm-hmm.
As you start descending sort of one by one, making your way further and further down into this just crazy deep tunnel into the earth. And all around, you start to see little pinpricks of light, which should look familiar for you, Fuji,
Mm-hmm.
because you did this before in a dream.
Oh.
Oh no.
I'm flashing back.
as the eyes of dozens of chiropteran, in fact, in this area, I would say to hundreds of chiropteran,
Nice.
watch on as you guys lower yourselves into their
Oh
den.
god.
This is like that part in Harry Potter where we go to talk to the spiders and they did not want us there.
And
Oh, wow.
as you lower in, you see something sort of serenely beautiful, if it weren't so otherworldly. Not unlike the graphite civilizations built into like the sides of caves. This is sort of that, but the architecture is completely different. Much bigger doorways and windows, a lot more winding paths, and frankly, a lot more water. Everything kind of just seems to be slightly wet. There's just thin trails of water running out of cracks in the rocks, and there's a pretty big pool beneath you kind of glistening. You hear the constant sort of rush of water. But as you lower in, you just continue to see there's chiropterans sort of all peeking out of every possible opening. And you find your way down to this little bridge here. As the first few of you kind of make footfall onto it, like the pressure change, I feel like is starting to hit you from the drop. Just how deep inside the earth you are. I don't know however many people have been in a cave, but it's just that cave sound, just different air.
Screaming.
Cold. It's extremely
Yeah,
cold.
5 screamers come out and start
Oh,
screaming.
no.
And June, as you are, I imagine, are you hiding the orb or are you still holding onto it in plain sight?
Oh god, I'm so... The safe thing to do would be to leave it with trusted Enoch.
Hmm.
Oh, that is scary though.
I guess I should have asked you what you were doing with it beforehand, but this is the time to decide if you have it with you or not.
I don't think that I want it here.
Okay.
I would, hold on.
I'm not playing for you. You can do this one way or the other. If you remember when you talked to the chiropteran, they had mentioned that they wanted you to bring it.
Yes, they did mention that. I know. I remember this, but that is not... No, not this one. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Rolling context, I'm going to fate point that with military and human chairman for the public.
Sure.
To create a trustworthy fellow to leave this with.
Yeah. I'll give you the person that I was going to have show up, but I didn't want to introduce the immigrant. I didn't want to have them introduced so fucking close to cutoff time. I'll give you Haku is one of Mercer's most trusted lieutenants. It's pretty much him and Lucia.
All right, so he's holding on to it personally with his own little coterie, and I'm gonna go retrieve that later.
Okay. All right. So as you guys are all sort of in the cave, let's see. Everybody's watching on. You've just got a pretty enormous crowd, but as you look up, you see that one particular figure is approaching you. And to everybody but June, this person should look immediately familiar. As the chiropteran that you met before, that you fought before, steps out of the darkness, and he's just going to look kind of down at you, Peter, June, and the rest of your party. And he's going to open his mouth to speak, and he'll say in ancient Glodian, "Is it true? You're the king."
No. And then we're swarmed.
Yeah.
Fuji
What?
starts crying again.
Ah!
Yeah, he looks at you, Fuji, and winks. There's that magic blood. My man.
My man.
You're coming through.
Fuji! And he's gonna run up and jam a fucking ice pick in your throat.
Oh god.
Hey, you brought Fuji. I'll fucking kill you.
It's like a keg. They gotta tap him before the party starts.
Yeah. It's terrifying.
Oh shit, you brought magic blood! Hey guys!
Oh no, it's really him. It's really him. I'm not fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you.
I fucking love this guy!
Oh, I love this guy. Doki, get out here.
Toki. Oh.
He dead.
Oh, that's right.
You know
He's
who's
dead.
coming out here.
Doki, get out! Ah, you killed him. I saw it.
Yeah, you killed
That was mean.
Ooh, that was you. Good crush him. All right.
Well, shit.
Oh, you got another thing.